Heidi ho, everybody, and happy Freaker Friday. This is Grammy Mary on Grammy's Rocket Chair on this Freaky Friday evening, and you are listening to me on World Truth Radio and RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. I remembered. I'll get trained yet. This is mature blonde, just so's you know. I got tired of the bottle blonde. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let me see here. Who all do I have over here on World Truth? Oh, I see naked girls. Marcos, you must be posting again, darling. I see Marcos over here, obviously, because he's posting naked girls. I also see Grimner is over here, as well as Penny Hansen, Pam Langston, Quinn, and Crow and Mary B. And actually, Mary B. posted a couple of things that I'm going to get to this evening, because it's not just here that we're going, ew, y'all reek. Down under, they're telling them that they reek as well. So, there you go. Hello, rascal. Are you going to help me this evening? My kitty cat's giving me hugs, because she just knows. She just knows. Yes. Oh. Darn it all. My youngest daughter just shared something that's a little sad moment in her life. Her former boss who passed away last year. Darn it all. Doesn't seem like it's that long ago. Criminy Christmas. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute here. What's this? I'm going to see who really cares. I need a hug or two. Oh, well. Y'all see those things over on Facebook? Any of you that's on Facebook, you see that stuff where I need a hug. If you're really my friend, you're going to hug me. Really? Really? This is a cyber world, sweetheart. I mean, I can give you a cybernetic hug if I want to, but when I see you come on there, even with a cute little meme that's, with my little minions or all that fun stuff, I just kind of go, nope. Don't think so. Okay. I know, baby girl. Cut it out. You're poking me. Let's see. Over here in the RLM, I see right there at top, I see Asmo, Major Asmo. Anybody else remember growing up with Major Astro? We used to watch that all the time. That was like, oh, hurry home so you can see Major Astro. God, we were easily entertained. I also see Barman is here. Thank you, darling, for tweeting me. I truly do appreciate it. As well as, looky there, there's Grimner, who is the creator of RLM and Barman. And thank you ever so much as well. No, Grimmy, there is a naked one. It's just that she has a puppy in front of her sweater puppies, and she's not wearing a sweater. So, there you go. Hurry, Meister, get over there. Quick, quick. I don't think you can see your sweater puppies, though. Okay, maybe. A little. A little. Cut it out, rascal. I love you too, baby girl, but cut it out. Dang. Goofy kitty. Okay, let me see. Get back to saying hi. Looky there, there's a lovely Moose Girl as well. She's going to be on later on this evening. Buffy the Internet Radio Slayer. Yeah, Grammy killed the Internet Radio. Oh, Graham, you're so silly. Okay, yeah, Grim and Moose Girl, they will be on later on this evening with the Freakers Ball, so be sure to stick around because there's all kinds of way cool entertainment going on later this evening. But for now, you got to deal with me. So, you can't log in, Meisterbrow? What the hell? What'd you do, forget your password? I would reset it for you, hun, but I'm on the radio right now, and it's kind of difficult for me to do that. But if Larry is listening in, darling, sweetheart, I truly appreciate it. I also see the lovely Kate is here, as well as Rem 420. It's 420 somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it is 420 somewhere. I also see Rome's is here. Still isn't letting me breathe heavy. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, I feel better. And looky there, IB Don C is here, as well as keeps going back to your email. I don't know, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you, hun. It's on Tasteful Nudity anyway, so. And hey, Grim, share it over here on the Butch, please, if you don't mind. You can share it better than I can. Because, like, I'm a tard. I freely admit I am a tard, okay? Although I much prefer Riri, but that's just to my close friends, those that are also window lickers. I also see Java Doctor 2 is over here. Hey, sweetie, you know what? I could really go for a cup of Java, 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 Java. It depends, sweetheart. So I have to log in with my email. But you can also use your name. I know some people that log in with their usernames, and I log in with my email, so I don't know, Meister. I also see Juana Taco is here, and oh my goodness, darling, that does sound good. She's not necessarily a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, Meister Brow, but she's not exactly voluptuous either. Let's put it that way. I also see Alius. Is that like alley-oop, oop, 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 oop? And Beetle! Beetle's here. And Beetle made turkey. And Beetle's not sharing. I ain't sharing. See how you are, you turkey butt. Fine. You just go ahead and consume your turkey breasts. I have homemade chicken and noodles. So there. That I just made last night, actually. I also see Chalcedony is here, as well as Dr. Gloom. And looky there, Gary L. Hey there, darling. How you doing this evening? Goy Plow is here, as well as yours truly. Yeah, the hostess with the mostest insanity of them all. You can't find... Well, Grim, go to Tasteful Nudity. It's there. Because I'm looking at the World Truth homepage, and it's just right there. Of course, that's one of the lovely little perks of being the one who is large and in charge, or whatever the hell. Yeah, I pay the bills. Fraser Flav. Okay, I'm wondering, I think I know who that might be. I think I might be related to that person. In any case, yeah, because, there's times I'll check World Truth during the middle of the day at work, and if I have a coworker in there, I have to be somewhat concerned because they gave me a great big monitor now so everybody in the room can see what I'm looking at. And occasionally Marcos will post something in Tasteful Nudity, and all of a sudden I have every male employee in the place hovering around my monitor going, damn. Well, hey, Fraser Flav. Yeah, okay. Maybe I don't know exactly who I'm talking to here. Because I don't think my brother Joey would be saying that. Hey there, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Yeah. You don't know me very well, do you? That's okay. It's all good. I also see IB Don C. Work is here. Don't be working so hard, IB Don C. Darn it. Work it. Unless you're doing that kind of work in it. And looky there, Meisterbrow is here, and he's still trying to find some jugs. Honey, I don't know what to tell you. She does have sweater puppies, I can tell you that. Oh, I don't know who you are. Well, this could be interesting. I also see Oslo is over here as... Oh, Grimmy, you know who it is? Ah! So it's someone just messing with my wee little brain, huh? That's okay. Go ahead and mess with it. Because, I take it out occasionally and shake all the cobwebs out, but nobody else ever messes with it. And I'm not going to drop the F-bomb just yet, Fraser. Oh, I see P. Bunyan is here as well. Hey, darling, have you been chopping any logs lately? And looky there. That's true, Grim. That is true. They are everywhere. There's boobs everywhere, too, only they're not all sweater puppies. Just saying. I see Solvanur is here. Walter, are you here? Y'all are just, what is it with men and their obsession with breasticles? What is it? You guys have them too. I don't get the obsession, I guess. But then again, I don't get the obsession with the rectal floss either. You're found out? Oh, well, huh. I haven't figured out who you are yet, darling, so that's okay. And finally, to round out the crew over here, the one, the only, the Space Wolf. Hey, yeah, bought myself on the nose there. Good job, Grammy. Okay, let me see. Where do I wish to go first? Besides, refresh my page so I don't have. She does have very lovely eyes. She really does. They're very pretty brown eyes. Okay. Oh, there's Bryant here. Hi, Bryant. How are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, wait a minute here. No, maybe not. What, Meister? Oh, fun to get boxed with. Oh, Paul Bunyan took, or P. Bunyan, excuse me, took down a red cedar today. Well, there you go, darling. Gonna make anything cool with it? Okay, I gotta refresh my page, because damn. Although I'm not a prude, I don't, if you want to wander around in the buff, fine, whatever. I do it in my house all the time because it's just me and my critters, and so it's like, I don't care. And my blinds are drawn most of the time because, well, I do have a little old man that lives up on the corner that, oh, yeah, he's a ways away, but yeah, he has heart issues anyway, and I really don't want to cause him to have any kind of problems. Oh, goodness. Silly Grammy. I gotta check my Twitter. Twitter's going nuts. I saw earlier today someone posted on Facebook that they thought Sarah Palin was hot. And I just had to. I had to put on there, yeah, but it just comes in flashes, so it's okay. It's all good. So, okay, let me see. There's all kinds of interesting things out there this evening. And yeah, we've got earthquakes going on in Taiwan. Um, let's see. Woolworths supermarkets in Australia. Uh-oh, they recall salad products because of salmonella. And I don't give a shit as to who won the Democratic debates last night because, they're all just master baiters anyway. Oh, yes, and I got to get to that one too, Grimmy. Grimmy shared a link over here about chemtrails, and I loved the little addition that you did to the headline. That's just very appropriate as far as I'm concerned. Um, yeah, they were playing tic-tac-toe in my skies today too. Of course, we're expected to get moisture here soon, so yeah, they always do like a day or two prior to. Hi, TD. I see you, sweetheart. Um, yeah, usually about a day or two before we get moisture or we're projected to get moisture, they start playing tic-tac-toe in the skies. And I just talk to the chemtrails and I just tell them to disperse. I tell them they are inert. Go away, you bother me. And y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, and that's okay, 'cause I am, and I enjoy every damn bit of it. It's everyone else that suffers with my insanity. But if I focus on one area and just keep repeating my little mantra that I keep repeating, I can disperse that area. And if I stay at it for a while, I really can disperse quite a bit. And it's not, it's not the wind currents did it or all that other fun stuff. No, there's a big ass blank spot. You have chemtrail, then you have a big blank spot like someone took an eraser and just cleaned that chalkboard off real good, and then you got more chemtrail. I can only keep up with it for so long, though, because it really is kind of draining. But hi, Larry. How you doing, sweetheart? Grumpy. Oh, okay. This has got to be Larry's place. I got to go there. Because if I don't, I'll lose track. And you know how I am. Squirrel. So, oh, look, a chicken. This is from grumpyfuckers.com. There's my F-bomb. 19 minutes in. It's the Grumpy Fuckers coffee shop. Damn. It opens for non-morning people. Well, I drink coffee all day long, so, that's no big deal for me. It's a coffee shop that is open in Cardiff for people who hate mornings. Well, I'm not exactly crazy about mornings, but I do have a tendency to wake up in them. And I really do like watching sunrises. Although I didn't used to get up early enough to see sunrises. I used to get up early enough to see noon rises. But as I get older, I tend to arise just a skosh earlier. This is the Grumpy Fuckers coffee shop. It's opened its doors yesterday and was overwhelmed by demand, which I want a coffee cup from there. I think I'm going to have to order something online. I don't do that very often, but dang, I want me a Grumpy Fucker coffee cup. Apparently, manager Clive Grimgrits, Grimmy, are you involved in this and you're just not telling anyone? Apparently, he told Wales on Crack that I had to get up at 5 a.m. to get the bastard shop open. I hated it. Most people are still sleeping at that time, and we opened the shop at 6 a.m., and by 7 a.m., we'd already sold out of fuck you frappuccinos, as well as piss poor tea. Every fucker who came in had a face on them like a slapped arse, so I closed the shop at 8 a.m. so I could go home and get some proper sleep like most people do. I'm wondering, what does a face that looks like a slapped arse, what does that look like? Does that mean it's all rosy? With a crack down the middle? Inquiring minds time. Apparently, one of the customers said that she would visit the coffee shop again despite everyone bumping into each other and not saying a word because they're a bunch of grumpy fuckers. It was perfect for me. I could just sit there thinking how shit my life is and how I hated going to work. The guy next to me was asking whether they did any cooked breakfast, but the manager told him to fuck off and get a life. Hi, Goy Plow. Everybody was grumpy, which was fine because we're all grumpy together. Arr. Oh, and they have T-shirts and coffee mugs. Okay, coffee mugs are $12.49. T-shirts are $19.99. There's another one that's the girly design. I'll have to get a girly design one. That's also $19.99. They're white though, so if I spill coffee on it, it'll be broke in, right? They also have hoodies that are $40. And another grumpy fucker that's $12.49. That's a coffee cup, and then a sad face T-shirt for $19.99. I really want some of that. That doesn't mean I'm going to actually purchase, but it does mean I really want. So, ow, baby. I don't know, Meister Brow. Maybe you need to tell it to remember you. But you know what, sweetheart? Hi, Vinzy and Vinny. Uh-oh, it's the multiple personalities are here. Zikam. Vi have this of making you talk. Cankles and rankles. Who in the hell's got cankles? Oh, yeah. Shrillery. Hitlery. There you go. Oh, see, I don't think Palin... I mean, yeah, Palin isn't ugly. I mean, she's not San Fran Nan, the Botox biatch, by any stretch of the imagination, and she's not Shritlery either, or Shitlery, or Shrillery, or whatever the hell you want to call her, or Diane Frankenstein. She's not any of those. So yeah, she is somewhat pleasing on the eyes, but I don't think she's hot. But then again, she is at that age where it is starting to come in flashes. love handles on her face. Gross. um, I am not a zombie, Grim. I'm catching up here. We are the omega. There's all, you have all these people that are the alphas of the group. Well, I'm an omega. I don't mind coming in last because, cleanup crew sometimes get some of the best shit. Just saying. And yeah, Vinzy and Vinny, yeah, he's connecting all those voices inside of his head again. I see how you are. Um, okay. What? Why is the reminder pass? I don't know. Um, okay. Yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it? Um, oh, you only have two voices going tonight then? Okay. We have the restaurant. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, that works. I gotta wait a minute. Larry shared this over on World Truth, so I don't need to share it again because Larry's friends with everybody. Because Larry's just so freaking cool. That's what it is. Larry is just cool. He is the man. To love God passionately is to love truth passionately. Thanks, Justin, but that sounds just a little wrong to me for some silly reason. Of course, my mind goes in the wrong direction most of the time anyway, so hey, it's all good. Wow, everybody is talking on Grammy's link. Am I going to have to just go there, darling? Yes, I am. Oh, you guys got 10 inches? Damn. That's about what I got, only it came in drifts. It's like, ah. Okay. Okay. I'm caught up with reading that. Let me see here. I am going to go to... Ouch. Okay, baby girl, that's it. I love you, darling, but you got to get down, because when you're using the claws, it hurts. Okay. This is one that Mary B. shared. It's from the nzherald.co.nz in their business news section. TPP protesters shout down Central Auckland as ministers sign controversial deal. So see, it's not just us that think it's a pile of used toilet paper. There's a lot of other people that do too. Oh, David liked it too? Cool. Well, David does have a sense of humor, even if he is an atheist. Just because you're an atheist doesn't mean you have no sense of humor. It just means that, yeah. Oh, flashing me? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Along the motorway, across or access points are now often after protesters blockade, or are now open, after protesters blockaded the Cook Street, Wellington Street, and Hobson Street off-ramps earlier this afternoon. But the transportation agency said commuters should expect delays and some diversions as they head into or out of the central city. The Auckland Harbor Bridge was reopened throughout the protests, and traffic is free-flowing like anti-flow and her linoleum. It's free-flowing. Have you heard about those gals that are doing that shit? I know, squirrel. They're I feel like a woman. So they said that the best way to show that you're a real woman is to not wear any kind of, when it's that time, and it's like, really? Seriously? That is freaking... Okay, I know dogs and cats because I deal with dogs and cats on a daily basis, and I have 2 female cats and a female dog, so I know how it works when they go into heat. And you know what? Even they clean up after themselves. Honey. Ew. I don't know why my brain went there, but it did. Oh, well, the agency is also advising drivers to be vigilant and aware of their surroundings as there are larger numbers of pedestrians on central city roads as usual. You know what? Your used toilet paper crap. This is one thing I have always wondered. And my mother was telling me that if they, if Shrillery, when Shrillery was still the Secretary of State, which does that mean that she has all the secretarial duties, which I'm thinking, ew, because that means she has to perform under a desk. And guys, I don't think I would want her anywhere near your junk. Just saying, because she might bite it off. She's kind of scary like that. But, my mother was telling me that, oh my God, if they sign this treaty, that means we all have to live with it. Really? Why? I've always wondered that. Just because those that seem to think that they are large and in charge, those that people go and vote for them as representatives, representing or representing you as, Mark Passio would put it. If they're representing you, that means that they are presenting you in their own image. My dear, they are taking whatever you gave them to say, here, I want you to go and present this in my name. No, they take it and they go, sure, I'll present it in your name. I'll put your name on it when it goes to shit. You will get all the blame. You will get to pay for all of this fun stuff, and I'll just sit here and milk the tit. Yeah, because that's pretty much what they do. Why in the hell have we not learned that we don't need those morons anymore? And seriously, people that are supposed to be representing you, number one, I wouldn't vote for anyone that wants a job. I say this as I'm going to be throwing my hat in the ring for county commissioner, but still, it's not necessarily that I want the job. It's just that I don't think we need to always have rich people in there. I think we need to have one of us po folks in there from time to time and saying, excuse me, but all those toots and whistles that you seem to think that we can just afford from Happy Land? No, we can't. And you're making my property taxes go skyrocket. And we ain't getting shit in return. So stop it. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be throwing my hat in the ring. Because, well, gotta walk the talk sometimes. And I've done it before and I'll do it again. I have served on boards multiple times in my area and expressed my opinion and had quite a few people that were thankful that I was there to express my opinion, even though it was an irritant for me, because seriously, do y'all have any idea how many freaking phone calls you get when you're serving on a board? Yeah. And when you do it in Booneyville, you don't get paid shit. Because when I was on city council, it was $100 a month. That was before taxes. Yeah. Minimum of 5 meetings a month. None of those meetings were ever less than an hour long. And then all the phone calls at night. Or people coming up to you on the street. Or this or that. So yeah, you had very little private life. But hey, you know what? They had a lot of shit that they were trying to bully through. And I said, ain't having it. And even though I didn't win every single battle that I engaged them on, I won quite a few of them just because, well, I am not a meek little flower. I know that will shock you, but I'm not. And I plan to be the same way if I get on county commission, although that's 2 scheduled meetings a month. And the pay's just a skosh better. Not a lot, but a bit. And you know what? The phone will ring. That's really more than it does now. It really don't ring that much anymore. Of course, it's kind of nice. I'm not complaining a whole hell of a lot, but hey. Okay. Damn. I'm just really, whoo, off in La La Land. But yeah, I don't have a problem with people going up to, but I think they need to, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go up to whomever is doing the large and in charge and I know what's best for you and let them know face to face that no, you don't. If you really, really, really want to do the job that we supposedly hired you for, which, yeah, I do believe on the local level it does work that way. You do hire them on the local level. Once you get past the local level, though, I don't believe it really makes a shit bit of difference, because then it's whoever's got the most cha-ching. And the only way you get the cha-ching is by getting in somebody's pocket. And sorry, I get into my own pocket, but I don't get into anybody else's. So that's what you need to do, though. You need to get up close and personal with them and tell them, no, no, no. What? Am I having issues with my? I just looked over here. Da 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 da. Yes. Okay. Ah. Oh, well, thank you, Fraser Flav. I didn't realize that God didn't believe in David either. You know, it's amazing when shit works like that. Okay. Yeah, if I'm not broadcasting right, guys, just type grams and then, oh, okay. Thanks, Grimmy. I didn't know. I know I go off on a tangent and then I don't pay attention. I know that shocks you as well. You know, I that whenever my mother says they have issues, I I just have to giggle because it's like, really, Mom? So do I. And you raised me. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, now about that TPP thing, now there is another one that I found extremely amusing. And this is from RT.com. I don't remember who shared it over on World Truth, but when I saw it, I just had to go there and then I had to watch a video several times. And I giggled every time, which I know that also shocks you. A mass protest over the TPP in New Zealand did not pass without tomfoolery. So that's whose that was. I'm wondering if Tom is going, wow, who took my foolery and can I have it back anytime soon? A day after thousands took to the streets of Auckland, Economic Development Minister Stephen Joyce was hit in the face with a sex toy thrown by a woman while speaking at Watangi. Is that how you say that, Mary B? I'm sure I'm a butch. Of course, you know my American accent probably fuckers it up anyway. Joyce was an easy target. Oh, he was easy. Well, he's a dick face, too. Given giving an interview to the press following the February 4th signing of the TPP agreement, hailed as the biggest trade deal in a generation. Well, you know what? Y'all can trade your dirty underwears and all that other fun stuff, but leave me out of it, okay? Apparently, several thousand protesters had gathered earlier to march against the agreement, and a sizable presence was at Watangi, too. 4 hours north of the original march in Auckland. Now, shouting, "That's for raping our sovereignty," the woman threw a huge pink rubber penis, hitting Joyce square in the face. But security quickly cuffed her and led her away, which you can see on the video when I share it. Joyce said that this was the first time an object had been hurled at him, despite projectiles not being uncommon in politics. But was this the first time you've been dick-slapped in the face, hun? That's what inquiring minds want to know. It's a new experiences in politics every day, and it's the privilege of serving. Oh, that's a privilege, huh? Wow. You have a really different concept of privilege than what I have, hun. Apparently, the dildo dispatcher, Josie Butler, though, has a bone to pick with Joyce. She's a frequent visitor at demonstrations, and asked about the sex toy tactic, she told TVNZ, "I am worried about patient rights because of the price of medications going up." Yeah, that happens here as well, sweetheart. Like Butler, activists continue to oppose the TPP on the grounds that it might lead to job losses, stagnant wages, and increasing inequality. I'm thinking get rid of the fucking wages. Get rid of money. Money is not the root of all evil, but the love of and the coveting of is. So get rid of money. And this whole bullshit thing of the scarcity. You know, we are in a scarcity mentality, which is why we must have money. Because the only way you can have something is if you have money, because it's such a limited supply. And they can decide how much they're going to charge you. Whereas if you stop and realize the supply really isn't that limited. Not of necessary things. The supply is not limited. And really, you do not need money. You really don't. And the sooner people get that into their brains, that you do not need mon eye, which is one eye, which is a way of them doing a play on words with you and fucking with your head. You don't need it. Get rid of it. You don't need a society based on money. We already have plenty of food to go around, albeit a lot of it is genetically modified crap, but there's a lot of stuff out there that is not genetically modified. And there can be even more so if we get rid of the genetically modified crap that is cross-pollinating with the good stuff, and then Monsanto sues the farmers that had the good stuff, saying that they are stealing from them because the wind happened to blow in their direction, and therefore pollen could have crossed 2 fields and a road to go over and pollinate their field. And I'm not shitting you. Seriously, that is some of the reasoning that they use, and they fucking win when they use that reasoning. How moronic is that? It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, if you stop thinking about how you have to have money for everything, if you just get rid of the monetary system, eliminate that, and eliminate the thought that you have to have someone that's in authority either over you or over the general area. You don't need to have someone in authority. You don't. Just get together, have your little chit chat. If you wish to have a spokesperson, fine. But you don't need someone in authority. You don't. You really don't. Life would be so much easier. I know, Grammy, you like all donations, but you know what? Why do we need to have donations? Yeah. That's what's really sad. We really shouldn't have. Yes, Fraser Flav, we do have a lot of dildos, a lot of fake dicks. Oh, there's a lot of dickweed heads in the world, and a lot of them I just want to go, really? Seriously? Let me see. Do you have earbuds that as you're walking along, they go breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out? Wonder, do you know people like that? I know quite a few people like that, you look at them and you go, seriously, if I pulled one of your earbuds out, would you just fall over dead right there? I mean, I would be sorely tempted to do it just to see. I would give them CPR later and say, just fucking with you. But that would be funny, wouldn't it? Okay, maybe I'm just sick and wrong. I know I am, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not suffering from insanity. It's everyone else that suffers. I just smile and walk away. I just really love this. Okay, let me see. I had to stop and think how to type the code for the little emoticon I needed. Okay. I was bragging earlier. I'm going to brag a little bit more. Because, yeah, I made the front page of the Pig. I've done it before. And I've actually, had things put in. Some of my submissions have actually gone to the Prattler. But I've been on the front page a couple of times already. And I do have a little link on the sidebar on the front page of Pig for my radio. So, thank you ever so much, Porcus and Hambo, for that. But I made the word of the day, which it's really not a word of the day. It's more of a phrase of the day. But Porcus and I were chit-chatting a little bit yesterday on Facebook. He was telling me about some progress that he had going on in his life. And I said something about, well, good, because, someone needed to pull up their big girl panties. And he thought that was funny. So he wanted to know what my definition of big girl panties was. And I said, it's when you no longer need to wear rectal floss in order to feel like a woman. See also covering your own ass, which, ladies, I know you can. I know you can do it. Now, all them feminists, no. Feminists are the ultimate and cannot CYA because they're so busy going, somebody call me a wambulance because I've been microaggressed against. He held a door open for me. Wah. People like that, I just want to smack them upside the head with a dildo. I'm going, I may actually have to go and purchase a dildo and put a string on it so that I get it back after I smack him upside the head with it. Because those things are expensive. I've talked to people that have them and they told me what they paid for them. It's like, really? Seriously? I am not paying that. What was that, Graham? Darwin Awards. I know, Moosey. And you know what? I do enjoy going to my job, but a lot of that is because I really enjoy the people I work with. And I enjoy being around the public because I do deal with the public and we help the public out. Hello again, Miss Kate. So I enjoy my job. I just wish I didn't have to. But in this world, which is why I'm thinking, crash! What? Oh, holy crap-a-noli. Okay, Grim, that would not be me. And yes, holy Christ. Wow. Wow. I have actually, I'm not shitting you. It's not just a meme or anything, because life is actually stranger than fiction. There's a lot of this shit you just flat ass cannot make up. Damn it. It wants me to log in over here. Damn it. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. And then there went Kate. Yeah, I think the whole system has to come down. And the reason why it needs to come down? Because you can't half-ass it. You can't try and fix it from inside. Not on the macro scale. On a micro scale, possibly. But on the macro scale, no, you cannot fix it. Because it is so freaking corrupted. The system is so broken, as in the mindset of the general public, the Joe Blow on the street, or Jane Blow, whomever, however the case may be. The general populace looks at it and they goes, but they're supposed to represent us. They're supposed to be doing a job for us. They're doing such a good job. There ought to be a law. That's the mindset that we're combating right now. People need to stop and realize, no, we don't need no more laws. The only law you need can't broken with broken. That's true. And you cannot correct a problem with the same mindset that created it. So the system needs to come down. The whole system needs to come down. And people need to wake up to reality and realize that not everybody's going to come to your rescue. Now, yeah, there's an awful lot of people out there that will help their neighbor, but don't be going and expecting it. Don't expect it. I will help people out. If I can, I will help them, and I have a lot. I've actually had, yeah, you can't fix fluoridated America, but we all got shiny teeth with fear cavities. Okay, those of us that still have more than 3. I do. I have more than 3. Oh, the mindset is a dildo? It's a phallic symbol, huh? It's a fake phallic. Alrighty. Does it come with batteries, or do you have to plug it in? I know somebody's got to plug in one. Oh. Never mind. God damn it. See? Whew. There you go. I'm thinking if a mindset is a dildo, that's not pure fantasy. That's dirty fantasy. I like it. Oh, I gotta check my Twitter. Oh, man. I lost another follower. Damn it all. But I'm still over 300. Yes. Oh, God. I'm so easily entertained. And that's okay. Yes, Vin E. I did say that word. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm going to go. Yeah. How about I go check out what Costin shared on my wall yesterday? Was that when you put that on there, Costin? Sweetheart, if you're listening. I just love Costin. He has a crazy train, and every once in a while he lets me drive. But I can't lick the windows when I'm driving because I tend to get distracted. Oh, well. This is from worldpoliticsandbusiness.com. All aboard the insanity train. Oh, we have picked up the pace here just a skosh. It's the end of Marca election and Agedon. Agedon? What the hell's Agedon? Is that some kind of ageist thing just because I'm older than you? I'm a Grammy. What the hell do you think? I'm in training to be the fruitcake lady. And I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, well. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. That's right. So don't sit around with your thumb up your ass. Okay? One thumb up the ass and one thumb in your mouth. And then alternately switch them damn things. Yeah, that's no wonder you got a shitty outlook on life, you dumbass. Excuse me. So, how will it all end? World War IV? A man-made pandemic like the Zika virus, which it was patented by the Rockefellers from what I understand. Yeah, that one. A planetary collision, a major economic meltdown, economic trader agreements. I spelled the word trader for a reason. I kind of noticed that, Costin. A zombie government. We already had that. A United Nations takeover. Ooh, been there, done that as well. Economic trader agreements. Yeah, already done that. Check. Okay, we've got World War IV. That's been going on for a while. Man-made pandemic. That's been going on for a while. Planetary collision. Are you talking about a collision of the minds? Because that's been going on for a while, too. Major economic meltdown. Yep, done that. Economic yeah. Okay, they're all, and we're still here. You know, if we do have a major planetary collision, what the hell do we care? Because it's not like we're going to still be here. What are you going to do about it? Start shooting spit wads at it to make it go the other direction? I don't think so. In any case, maybe all of this will happen all at once or incrementally. I'm thinking incrementally. I'm feeling kind of froggy right now sitting in this saucepan sauna. It feels mighty toasty. Get a little bit warm. I see them bubbles. Are you farting over there, Ethel? Don't think so. Yeah, that's because they're turning up the heat. A lot of people believe that the U.S. is headed into the brink of an unprecedented and unimaginable collapse like nothing ever seen in history. Well, that's because this is America, and when we do something, we do it upright. We have seen the unprecedented arming of the BLM. Good thing you put L in there, because I'm thinking bowel movement. That's what they all are. And the IRS and Homeland Security, a.k.a. Homeland Stupidity, where all you need is a GED, and you too can frisk a stranger and get away with it. Oh, and let's not forget the Board of Education, because, well, how are you going to get the people to follow if you don't feed them crap at an early age? Yes, the Department of Ed requested and purchased 27 shotguns. Okay, just real quick, Costin, because I know how government works and I know how some of this shit works from my stint on city council. A lot of times things get billed to different departments that don't necessarily go to those departments because those departments actually have funds left over and they have to spend those funds. Doesn't mean that the things that were purchased actually go there. It just means the funding from that department, that line item, that budgetary line came from there. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the Department of Ed got 27 shotguns. It just means they purchased them, or at least their budget line purchased them. Homeland Security purchasing millions of rounds of hollow point ammo. Okay, they placed orders. To be exact, 1.6 billion rounds. The merging of most of government agencies under the Homeland Security umbrella because, well, it's safer on the umbrella unless you're in an electrical storm and it goes zzz. I've seen those cartoons. He also has some lovely links in here too, which I will share this in just a little bit after I'm done butchering it. But Costin doesn't mind. He kind of likes it when I butcher his articles. At least that's what he tells me. Maybe he says that because he's afraid. I don't know. This is the consolidation of power to be used against the people of the U.S. Not just us, hon. No, they're going to use it against anybody that they can. They're kind of an indiscriminate pew. That's the only reason why they're doing this. It's another Hydra. Wow, that's a mental image I hadn't thought of. The Bureau of Land Management was armed in 1978 because, well, you never know. That land might jump up. I have had, walking through my yard, I have had the land jump up and trip me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, obviously, they need to be armed because, snarky land can do that shit to you. Apparently, since they have become a tyrannical group of armed thugs for the likes of Harry Reid and his cronies, the Crypt Keeper, don't y'all just love Harry the Crypt Keeper Reid? I know you don't. The BLM does nothing but steal money from the government and land from farmers by confiscating property by any means necessary, even killing the owners of that land. And also, another wonderful little thing, which I've said it multiple times, and I'm going to keep repeating it until the farmers around here get it through their thick skulls. Quit putting your land into CRP because obviously you have not read the fine print in that contract. And that fine print states that any time during that 5 years that your land is under CRP management, aka government sending you a check to where all you have to do is just round your little baseball cap just a little bit so you can stick your head in your mailbox and you can get a paycheck. Yeah. All they have to do actually is, so long as they're sending you a check for that 5 years. Oh, and by the way, they can extend that for another 5 years without paying you. That's also in there. But anytime during that time frame where they are paying you, they can seize that land. They can confiscate it as a matter of national security if they deem it necessary. Yes, they can. And you just signed that piece of paper just so you can get that lovely little paycheck every year in your mailbox. Yeah, ain't it great? Yeah, you could be signing away your family homestead. Why do you think they're disappearing so quickly? He also has a website here that's law enforcement agency website. And he says, look at the Oregon issue, the standoff with a questionable end, which I'm thinking the only thing that's questionable is what the fuck was going through their heads. Other than, I have a gun and I have bullets. Andy said I could shoot. And then a man wound up dead. From everything I've heard, I didn't know the man personally, but from everything that I've heard, a good man wound up dead. But you know what's really sad? Is everybody is focusing on Oregon, and I'm not saying they shouldn't. Every life that's lost to tyrants with little dicks, which that's what they all are. It's a small penis syndrome. All them tyrants with little bitty penises. They're going around, they're using that gun as their phallic. And they're firing it every chance they get. And what's sad is this is not the only one. There have been people every single day all around the world that lose their lives to little tyrants. Every single day. So yeah, it's really, really sad that Lavoie was taken out. It really is sad. That was murder. Straight up and up murder. But straight up and up murder is happening all the time. And what the hell is it going to take for all of us to just stand up and say, no more of this shit. Now, I'm not saying go up there with guns, because you know what? That's that same mindset that they're using. You can't go toe-to-toe with them in a pissing contest on that issue. Not with their mindset. You cannot do it. You have to outthink them. You have to outsmart them. Which I really think, when you go by all of the stuff that I've heard from former law enforcement people, that the reason why they're former law enforcement people is because they didn't like the way things were going. They saw the direction it was going. They saw they were beating their head against a brick wall. People ain't real smart that are in law enforcement anymore, most of them. And the ones that are smart are the evil geniuses. The egomaniacal asshats. So we need to outthink them. And they've had a lot more practice at this than we have. We have a hard time trying to conceive of how you could do some of these things. There's a lot of shit people do that I look at them and go, damn, I would have never thought of that. Because I just don't, I got a sick and Dr. Demento mind, but it don't swing that direction. There's a lot of shit people do that I go, wow, damn. You're just pretty sick, aren't you? And not in a fun way. Oh well, I'm butchering Costin's article again. Apparently the Hammonds property, which has belonged to the ranching family for generations, interlocks with publicly owned Bureau of Land Management property, which is not the Bureau of Land Management property. It is publicly owned, a.k.a. taxpayer owned, a.k.a. people who live in the USA. You don't even really have to be a taxpayer, because I know a shitload of people that don't pay taxes. But it's still, it's as much their property as it is anyone else's. Once the government steps in and says, this is publicly owned property, yeah, that means that you ain't in control of it neither, asshole. We all are. Sadly, we all don't take responsibility for it. And that's where you get the Bureau of Land Management to come in and we'll manage it for you. We'll manage you right out of your house, too. Because we're good at managing that kind of shit. Apparently, they were requiring the Hammonds to work together with the BLM to manage the vast area where the Hammonds' animals graze on a mix of private and federal property. But, there was a fire that ultimately burned 139 acres of BLM land, which is a spit in the ocean, people. I mean, seriously, when you look at the massive amount of land up there, that's not even a spit in the ocean. The ranchers say that they began it on their own land with agency approval. But, and I'm talking the kind of but with a crack down the middle, but prosecutors say that they were in fact seeking to cover up illegal deer hunting on BLM acreage near their property, which, this is starting to sound very similar to what was going on over in the UK way back in like King Richard's time. You cannot hunt in the King's Forest. This is the King's Forest. You must have been hunting in the King's Forest because clearly that deer could not have run off of the King's property. That deer is the King's property. So wherever it goes, it extends the King's property. Therefore, you were hunting on the King's property and you will die. That's the mindset they have. The Hammonds set the fire in 2001 that ultimately blah, 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 blah. Okay, I read that already. The second, much smaller fire in 2006 burned another acre. Ooh, an acre. Excuse me. One of my lots is larger than an acre. And if one of them were to burn and I wouldn't have to mow it, damn, that would break my heart. I have hoses. I can keep it from getting onto my house, you know. Shit. Ooh, it burned an acre now. Ooh, they're real bad people now. But apparently, the burn ban was imposed to allow agency firefighters to combat a blaze caused by lightning. Well, didn't they put that fire out themselves? Oh no, wait, too bad. You oopsed. The Hammonds served time for the fires in 2013, but a district judge sentenced Dwight to 3 months and Steve to 366 days of prison time for a frickin' fire. Okay, arsonists, yeah. But really? But apparently the federal anti-terrorism law that prosecutors used to punish the fires included mandatory minimum sentences of 5 years for fires that damage public property but cause no injury or damage. Wow. Talk about making the punishment fit the crime. Not. After a series of appeals, the Hammonds were resentenced. I'm thinking double jeopardy here. In October of 2015 to the full 5 years required by the 1990 statute. Now, a statute is not a law. Did you know that? It's not. The U.S. government is now labeling people who stand up against government abuse and overreach as terrorists, which, yes, technically, we are, because we scare the shit out of them. And that's what terrorists do. Terrorists cause you to be fearful and change the way you do business. So, yeah. Although I don't know that we necessarily make them change the way they do business because they're still egomaniacal asshat control freaks. So maybe we don't fit that definition. I'll have to think about that. Now, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, oh, here we go again, that toilet paper thing again. The conglomeration of multinational corporations seizing power over every aspect of business and government. They've had that power for years and years and years because, well, you know, they work, the government works for them. Don't work for us. The traitor and thief, Obama, a.k.a. Dingleberry. Thanks, Costin. looking to fast track the approval without ratification or constitutional, congressional, or Senate oversight, as if those would make a difference. The Strong Cities Network, which is anti-constitutional and sponsored by the United Nations using the Department of Justice as a cover, which, once again, nothing new. What does all of this mean? It means the Congress, Senate, and the administrative have abdicated their duty or removed themselves and renounced their position in office. Yeah. They are nothing more than stick figures just collecting paychecks and payoffs. Yeah. And now for the Zika virus. Is that how you say that? Zika? Why in the hell do they have to have a Z in it? Because Z is a way cool letter until they put it in that shit. This has been a creeping issue behind the scenes. Is this the new Ebola? Inquiring minds want to know. At first, the CDC and the World Health Organization has been hiding the fact that the Rockefeller Foundation and the Gates Foundation have a patent on the Zika virus strain. Oh, really? The virus itself has been around since 1947. Zika virus ATCC space VR dash or underscore 84. Then go to the history and you will see J. Casals, the Rockefeller Foundation. Source, blood from experimental forest sentinel rhesus monkey, Uganda, 1947. Ah, I wonder what else came from that. No one in the lamestream media is even covering it. This is the end of America as we know it. You know what? Okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every night when you close your eyes, the end of the world as you know it just occurred. Because something will happen while you are sleeping. You know, like that. It's like that movie. You know, people don't realize they're putting the shit in your face. And you're going, oh, it's just entertainment. No, it's not. They're rubbing your nose in that dirty diaper. That's what they're doing. While you were sleeping, the world changed. Does it every night. Does it every day, too. It's just that if you're paying attention, you might see little bitty changes, but does it every day. Oh, he goes on to say, last but not least, the election agedon, which I'm still trying to figure out what the hell that is. This will be the most interesting and maybe the most contested election in years. And maybe the last election ever. I really don't know if there's going to be an election because I'm thinking Dangleberry is going to come up with some reason to, we'll have to postpone those because national security. Yeah. You have the elites who hate Trump. And Trumpelstiltskin is just out there doing his own thing. I mean, he's enjoying it. He is an attention whore. That's all there is to it. I don't think he's quite... Okay, he and Kim Kardashian are probably running neck and neck. Whereas I do think her backside is bigger than his hair, but not by much. Not by much. But Trumpelstiltskin, he just drew the short straw. And then he went, damn right I'll go with it. I like saying snarky shit. And you know what? The people will like me. I'll be even more popular. Yeah. Really? Yeah, he's saying what everybody else is thinking, or what an awful lot of people are thinking. But that's just Trumpelstiltskin. He's a showman. He's an attention whore. And the rest of them are, well, politicians. Break it down. Many bloodsuckers. They go. The economic losers are in revolt against the elite. The nativist population must not win. We know that story. It ends very badly. In the case of the U.S., the outcome would have grave global significance. America was the founder and remains guarantor of the global liberal order. Really? I don't know. I may have to disagree with you on that one there, Costin. The world desperately needs well-informed U.S. leadership. The world does not need leadership. You don't need leaders. That implies someone is better than you. You do not need leadership. You need someone who's willing to stand beside you and lock arms with you. That's what you need. You don't need someone to lead you around. You need someone to hold your hand alongside you. You need someone who's willing to do the dirty work, roll their sleeves up and do the work with you. You do not need someone to lead you. People need to get that through their skulls. You do not need leaders. There is no such thing. Sorry, Costin. I just have to... Yeah, I know. There's a lot of ass clowns. Ass clowns to the left of me and ass clowns to the right of me. And yeah, this could be the end of USA as we know it. And you know what? I really don't care. I think that would be a good thing. Ass clowns to the left, ass clowns to the right. Oh, understand is under the foot of authority. Ah, thank you, Fraser Flav. Hadn't thought of that. You know, it's kind of funny. Everything has, I mean, I know there's multiple ways of looking at things, but you know, when I understand, that means I stand underneath. But never mind. Yeah, I'm standing under somebody's shit umbrella. God, dandruff. Some of it itches. I saw that, Simpsons. Yep. But, you know, Shrillery will tell you it's her turn. Because that's just the way Shrillery rolls. Because, well, you know, she's a feminist. If she's a she, I'm not real sure. I don't know that I want to know. Marcos! Hi, darling. I don't see Lino here tonight. Where's Lino? Did Lino take the evening off? Possibly. West Virginia bill would allow industrial hemp production without federal permission. Why do you need federal permission? Do people not understand this is a republic? You don't understand that. This is a republic. They may tell you it's a union. They may tell you all this other bullshit, but it's a republic. And each state is sovereign. Each state is considered a sovereign nation in and of itself. Of course, they've manipulated things and perverted things to where nobody believes that anymore, but that really was the original intent. Or so I've been told. But then again, I stop and think that's someone else's perception. But you know what? Sovereign state. It can do whatever it wants. The only reason the Fed has been getting away with the bullshit they're getting away with is because the states go, ooh, I won't get any federal money. You know how the federal gets money? The state collects it and then sends it to the Fed. Stop sending it to the Fed. Oh, wait. No. That's just monopoly money anyway. Really doesn't make a shit bit of difference because they're just going to create more anyway with a bunch of digits and ciphers. And wait, is that Bitcoin? Sorry, guys. I don't have any faith in Bitcoin either because although Bitcoin is more honest about it, it is cybernetic currency. It's a little bit more honest about being just a bunch of digits on a screen. But no, I don't like any monetary system at all. And it's not because I'm not rolling in the dough either, because when I was still married, the ex made damn good money. But you know what? Money don't buy happiness, and that's why he's an ex. I would much rather be a po-folk and be happy than have money and be absolutely miserable. Just saying. Uh, who's Peggy? Yeah, Shrillery's voice is absolutely horrid. Yeah. She's just, you know, you like rocks and weed? And beer. Beer! And, okay, Meisterbrow, you can have the tits. I don't care. Um, hmm. TNA? Ah! Okay. Toast and jam? That works too. I like toast and jam. Oh man, now I do have some whole grain bread, and I have some jalapeno jelly. Mmm. I may have to fix myself a snack when I get off the radio. Some toast and jalapeno jelly, and real butter, 'cause I got to put butter on my toast as well, and then some jalapeno jelly to add some zippity to my doodah. I'm not getting to near as much. Holy crap and I have prattled on for an hour and 20 minutes. Judas Priest! Not the band. Okay, I'm going to read you some of the little headlines I've got going here, because, yeah. Okay, I've done that one. Done that. Before it's news, this is one Grammy shared. And I actually prefer Grammy's headline better than the Before It's News headline. Anonymous released NASA documents proving chemtrails to be real, no matter how much David denies. David's wrong. You're wrong. I thought I was wrong once, but I was just mistaken. That's what politicians say all the time. The other headline is Windows 10 is shamelessly wants your data, and here's how to protect yourself, which, hey, I will go ahead and share that one real quick with you. That was just a little side link that I saw on another article, so I'll go ahead and put this because I'm not going to go there. Because, well, I'm sure it's, yeah. Shrill chic? Ah. Chic as in with a sheet around him, or chic as in, ooh, that is so chic, so vogue. Ooh, now I'm going, ah. Okay. Well, night, Fraser Flav. Have an awesome weekend, darling. The Wall of Sleep. Wow. Okay. I got to get to this one because I saw it and it's like, oh, yeah. Got to do this. And it is Freaky Friday. And so, I like to go on a rant, but I also like funny stuff. And this is from thevulture.com. The 100 jokes that shaped modern comedy. Starts off with the oldest joke on record is a Sumerian proverb and was first told all the way back in 1900 BC. And yes, it was a fart joke. Something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. Really? Who? It had to have been a long time ago. Because, yeah, I thought that was one of the perks of being married. Oh, well. It goes on to say, don't feel bad if you don't get it, which really, if you don't get it, damn. Something was definitely lost in time and translation, which no, I don't think there was. If you have to imagine it was the Mesopotamian equivalent of women be shopping, no. But not before the joke helped pave the way for almost 4,000 years of toilet humor, of which I've enjoyed almost every bit of it. No, I haven't been around 4,000 years, but there's days when it feels like it. It's just a shame we'll never know the name of the Sumerian genius to whom we owe Blazing Saddles. Damn it, that is a shame. He will forever go down in history as not known. Damn. Is that where anonymous came from, or unknown? But with the rise of comedy as commercial art form in the 20th century and with advances in modern bookkeeping, it's now much easier to assign credit for innovations in joke telling, which is exactly what Vulture set out to do with its list of the 100 jokes that shaped modern comedy. A few notes on our methodology. We define joke pretty broadly here, and yes, a joke can be a one-liner built from a setup and a punchline, but it can also be an act of physical comedy. Pretending to stick a needle in your eye, ow, or pooping in the street while wearing a wedding dress. I would classify that as a joke, but I guess both are jokes. A joke, as defined by this list, is a discrete moment in comedy, whether from stand-up, a sketch, an album, a movie, or a TV show. For clarity's sake, we've established certain ground rules for inclusion. First, we decided early on that these jokes needed to be performed and recorded at some point. Second, with apologies to Monty Python, whose influence on contemporary comedy is tremendous and undeniable, we focus only on American humor. Oh, that I call bullshit. And third, we only include one joke per comedian. And fourth, the list doesn't include comedy that we ultimately felt was bad, harmful, or retrograde. Censorship. The list was put together by Vulture's senior editor, Jesse David Fox, New York senior editor, Christopher Bonanos, comedian Wayne Fetterman, Phoebe Robinson, Hallie Kiefer, Rebecca O'Neill, comedy historians, Yale Cohen, Cliff Nestoroff, and journalist, Elise, I'm not even going to try and butcher that name. Seriously, that's her last name. Matthew Love, Caitlin McGlynn, Ramsey S., Dan Riley, Jenny Jaff, Lucas Kavner, and The Guardian's Dave Schilling. There's a few others too. Without further ado, here are the 100 jokes that shaped modern comedy. They are listed below in chronological order, complete with video or audio. And there is a timeline slider to jump to different eras or specific comedians. So in 1906, nobody. I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't never done nothing from or got nothing from nobody no time. And until I get something from somebody sometime, I'll never do nothing for nobody no time. Burt Williams was the most popular black comedic performer in America at the turn of the 20th century, but his celebrity grew tremendously when he put the songs from his stage show to disc and cylinder. That record included a piece he was best known for, Nobody. It's an upbeat tune with buoyant arrangements, runs perpendicular to its melancholy message of isolation and disappointment, a device that's since become ubiquitous. The next one is Cohen on the telephone, which, are you there? Last night the wind came und blew down the shooter outside mein house, and I want you to send the carpenter. A carp. Oh, never mind. I'll fix it myself. Which, okay, this is 1913. I don't get it. How about the dinner roll dance, which I do remember, excuse me, seeing that by Charlie Chaplin. And that really was quite entertaining. That was number 3. Buster Keaton and the Train. Yes, that was also comedic genius, although Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin, in my opinion, were both comedic geniuses. Lamb Chops, which was a Burns and Allen skit. Yeah, say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. And that's one you're just going to have to watch it because I don't want to butcher it. Then in 1931, Bacon, Beans, and Limousines from Will Rogers. Well, because 32 is an election year, see, and the Republicans always see that everything looks good on election year, see. They give us 3 good years and 1 bad one. No, 3 bad ones and 1 good one. Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. How about 1932, Laurel and Hardy versus a piano? I absolutely love Laurel and Hardy as well. 1933, We're Going to War by the Marx Brothers. Excuse me. They got guns. We got guns. All got chillins got guns. And yeah, that's what's sad. We've all got guns and they're all aimed at someone else. And unfortunately, there's a lot of assholes out there that are willing to pull the trigger and not give a shit. And Mae West. You know, I haven't done a Mae West impersonation in so long, I would probably totally suck at it. But when I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better. Which, yes, I can agree with that, Mae. Oh, why don't you come up and see me sometime? I loved Mae West. She was so risque. 1934, Lessons in Hitchhiking from Claudette Colbert and Clark Gable. Which, yes, another video that you must watch. How about 1936, The Feud, where Alan says a certain alleged violinist should hold his head in shame. And I wonder if maybe, just maybe, he's talking about Jack Benny, which, you know, Jack Benny really could play the violin. But, you know, that was part of the skit. Or how about 1937 and Henny Youngman with Take My Wife? Please. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Or 1938, Who's on First? Now, I know there's an awful lot of you that remember this one. Who's on first? I don't know. I'm asking you, who's on first? Well, that's a man's name. That's whose name? Yes. And they also had a skit that was the little bitty seed that started Common Core. What is that? 7 times 13 is 28? I think that's the one. Yeah, you need to look up the video because that's definitely frickin' Common Core. Or how about 1941, W.C. Fields, In Love? He was in love with a beautiful blonde once, dear, and she drove me to drink. That's the last thing I am so indebted to her for. And W.C. Fields, yes, he did like his adult beverages. Or how about 1948, Jack Benny and Your Money or Your Life, where the criminal says, your money or your life, and Jack Benny pauses. Look, bud, I said your money or your life, to where Benny replies, I'm thinking it over. Yeah. Or Milton Berle in drag. Yeah, you know, Uncle Milty was, he was great at dressing in drag, but he did not beat Flip Wilson. I love Flip Wilson in drag. Let's see. 1950, Jean Carroll on Her Husband's Pride. I'll never forget the first time I saw him, standing up on a hill, his hair blowing in the breeze, and he too proud to run and get it. Yeah. Or 1952, A Streetcar Named, well, when I left the plantation, I went to New Orleans, and there I met a very wealthy gentleman who wants to marry me. Oh, really? Huh, you should take him up on the offer, sweetheart. How about The Chocolate Conveyor Belt with Lucille Ball? Now, that one was pretty funny, although I didn't think it was nearly as amusing as everybody else seemed to think, but I think she had funnier skits. Um, or the 1953, the Joe McCarthy jacket by Mort Saul. Have you seen the Joe McCarthy jacket? It's like an Eisenhower jacket, only it's got an extra flap that fits over the mouth. Don't tell me I need one of those, because I already have one of those ever so attractive self-hugging jackets. Mine's in fuchsia. Or Red Fox with pickpockets versus peeping toms. What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping tom? A pickpocket snatches watches. I loved Red Fox. He really did have a way with, yeah. Or 1957, What's Opera, Doc? Which was the Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny Ride of the Valkyries, which got me in trouble the other day with YouTube and their censor nannies. Yeah. Or how about Billy Wilder and Joe Brown and Jack Lemmon in Some Like It Hot from 1959, where Jerry says, I'm a man, and Osgood says, well, nobody's perfect, which that's true. They also had Bach to Bach in that same year, which there's an awful lot of videos here. So the driving instructor in 1960 with Bob Newhart. 1961, Dick Gregory on segregated restaurants. I walked into a restaurant which was the wrong restaurant in Mississippi. I sat down. The blonde waitress walked over to me and I said, I'd like 2 cheeseburgers. And she said, we don't serve colored people here. And she said, I don't eat colored people nowhere. They go. Huh. Or how about Lenny Bruce and how to relax your colored friends at parties? Did you have anything to eat yet? I don't know if there's any watermelon left, fried chicken, or dice or razors. We'll see if we can fix you up with something, though. Which, yeah, Lenny Bruce had a way of. 1962 did Von Mater did a. I was really expecting this to be more jokey, you know. Did a first Kennedy or President Kennedy impersonation. 1963. See, the human tea bag has been around for quite a while, apparently. And I thought that just came around with the Tea Party. No, teabagging has been around since the Steve Allen show. Holy crap and holy. I hadn't really, wow, I did not know that. Okay, this is really, see, this is what I get for just doing things with, you know, just clicking on because the headline grabbed my nose ring. Geraldine, yes, I like Geraldine. 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy dingies. Hello? Yes, I love Geraldine. Geraldine rocked. I'm gonna keep looking because I know there's got to be something in here that I will. Don Rickles, yeah, Don Rickles kicked ass. Have the Dean Martin roasts. Oh my God. There's times where, you know, if I'm just bored spitless, which doesn't happen very often, but occasionally I get that way. And I just go to YouTube and I look up a Dean Martin roast. And I giggle until I damn near pee myself. And then I go and I find something else to do because I need to go and do something or I'm going to sit there and pee myself. There we go. 1961. Ernestine talks to Mr. Veedle. We are the phone company, Mr. Veedle. We are omnipotent. That's potent with an omni in front of it. That's actually the Ernestine that, yeah. Yes, Geraldine was Flip Wilson, yes. What, did I see? Oh, did I see Geraldine and thought Ernestine? Oops. Oh, sorry. Thanks for correcting me. I saw the "een" on the end. Never mind. Yeah, I did like Geraldine. I really did. Never mind. I really loved Ernestine though. And Goldie Hawn. Oh my God, Goldie Hawn. Oh, and this one, Cheech and Chong. It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me. No, man. Dave's not here, man. Don't answer the door, even if it's me. Yeah. Rodney Dangerfield, and I get no respect, which no, he didn't. Sammy Davis Jr., which, yeah, I liked Sammy. No, I'm not going to go there. That was a Saturday Night Live skit. And yeah, that was back when you could still say some of those words, but you can't say them anymore because, well, people get all butt hurt. You said a bad word. Well, you know what? You want to hear a bad word? There you go. I said a bad word. Want to hear a really bad one? Okay. I won't go there. That's already lame. I'm just going to share this because, wow. I'm really disappointed. I was expecting much more from that. I was expecting a lot of jokes. And whoa, shit, piss, cunt, fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. I think I know where that came from. Oh. Okay. While I'm waiting for World Truth to refresh. There, now I'll share the link. 7 dirty words. I think we need to get rid of that too. Not the words, because I like the words. I use them all. One way or another. And also, for those of you that really need to know, cunt stands for can't understand normal thinking. Does not stand for anything else. That's in my books. And if you ever direct that word towards me, I will say thank you very much. No, I do not understand normal thinking. Because I'm not going to let someone... you want to try and call... I've been called names by the worst of them. So, I'll call you right back. And I'll come up with something a little bit more inventive. Because that's the way I roll. Oh, well. There are lots of videos here that will be entertaining or would be entertaining to watch, but that just kind of fell flat for me. Damn it all. So now I'm just going to have to go to FARC. FARC. And this one headline, and I know I'm getting dragged down that little path by the nose ring or the eye ring or whatever because it's a headline on FARC that grabbed my attention. It's in their dumbass category. Looks like the edgy pro-rape crusader is indeed a king of his mom's basement. Oh, he's a basement boy. Well, not so cool now, huh? The pro-rape pickup artist pictured in the sweat-stained t-shirt at the door of his mother's home where he lives in the basement. Apparently, this is the man at the center of worldwide storm of advocating legalizing rape on private property in a sweat-stained t-shirt at the door of his mother's house. Well, sweetheart, ain't you just special? Apparently, he is the self-proclaimed king of masculinity. Oh, darling, your definition of masculinity and mine are complete polar opposites. I can just tell you that right here and now. He called the police after receiving death threats from around the world. What, Goy? You want to see this? There. That's the one I'm going with. Apparently, He is at the center of a public protest at home and in Canada, Australia, and the UK, and is on record as advocating women be banned from voting, describing a woman's value as dependent on her fertility and beauty, and stating that women with eating disorders make the best girlfriends. Well, sweetheart, seeing as how I'm no longer fertile, and it's just my grandson that has called me beautiful, and that's after I take my glasses off and I look more beautifuler than I did before. Apparently, I don't have no value for you, which is fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. And eating disorders? I have an eating disorder. I have a seafood disorder. I see food, I eat food. There you go. Although I am not what one would call round by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah. I'm thinking this guy is the perfect definition of a prick. Yes. Not a dick, because it's a better part of a man, but he is a prick. That is something that's pointed and usually causes pain and draws blood, although he's probably going to be spurting blood if the females get a hold of him. Apparently, in a highly criticized blog, he said that if a woman was raped on private property, it should be legal. Okay, if a woman has consensual sex on private property, I can see where that would be legal. But if she tells you no and you still go, I'm thinking you just volunteered to have your junk removed. I think you just said, honey, if you want to go all Lorena Bobbitt on me, feel free. Because that's what should happen. Today, he told police that it was meant to be a satirical article and that he had written it in early 2015 and has since put a disclaimer on the piece saying it was satire. Oh, I get it. It was so funny, I forgot to laugh. But when he added the disclaimer, he admitted that it had been placed only yesterday. That's after the death threats. Because, yeah. Oh, wait. I was joking. Yeah. Don't kill me. It was just a joke, albeit a piss poor one. Apparently, this internet geek, which really, seriously, that's an insult to geeks everywhere. I know lots of geeks that I really like. This guy is just a basement boy. And he's written a series of books teaching what he claims to be the best way for men to use their testosterone to bed women. Oh, really? You wrote those? You know, every time I look at him, I see his glasses and I think, no, that's not tape on the bridge of his nose. But it does look like he's got... No, okay, never... Wow. Apparently, as an international storm grew around him today, the Daily Mail Online found him hiding at the cul-de-sac where he ekes out his vile views on his laptop and sells ads on his website, which cost $150 a day. Really? Who would pay you that kind of shit? Apparently today he was dressed in a stained t-shirt and shorts and living in the basement of his mother's home. He was concerned for his safety, so he was hiding behind his mother's skirts. Masculine, huh? Alrighty. He said he'd received death threats from around the world, and he'd played officers of voicemails left on his phone and showed them the emails. Well, some were from Britain, Australia, and the U.S., and warned him he would be shot, stabbed, or have his home burned down. I'm thinking the worst I would do to him is go Lorena Bobbitt, and then I'd probably give it back to him, rectally. One said, "We will kill you if you come to our city," and others were filled with vitriol. Vitriol! Woo! After dialing 911, 2 officers visited him and greeted him with his he greeted them with his work attire. One female officer only entered his doorway and he had to bring his laptop to the stoop and front hall to show her how his views on rape had backfired. He said he'd only been aiming to gain attention, but that not budgeted on the worldwide anger against him and feared for his safety. Well, you know what, sweetheart? That's called cause and effect. You know, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Sometimes that reaction is just a skosh more than the action is, but, you know, seeing as how I think what you put out there is vile, what's coming back at you should be equally vile. Well, maybe not should be, but that's, you know, the laws of nature. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things where free speech. Oh, wait. No, they're threatening me. Well, repercussions. Apparently, he used to use the alias Roosh and said he was canceling his worldwide city weekend meetings of his followers after the threats. Oh, he said he could no longer guarantee the safety or privacy of the men who want to attend. Well, that is a list of individuals I would love to see. Oh, no, I would not threaten them. You know, not seriously. But I would have fun with them. You know, like the way a cat plays with a mouse. Yeah. In a statement he posted online, he apologized to his supporters and said they would be let down. You know, this is one of those things that just truly amazes me. This is one of those things about humanity that makes me go, oh? Really? Wow. Because this is not something that I would have ever... I mean, I've met some male chauvinist pigs in my day. Trust me. I happen to have been raised by one. Which made it to where I could recognize them quite easily. But I really didn't think that... Wow. Apparently, he had banned homosexual men from attending as well as all women. Well, were you afraid some homosexual guy wanted to do to you what you think is okay for you to do to women? Is that why they were banned, honey? If a pretty girl approached a man attending, his advice online to followers was, get her number and tell her to buzz off. He'd advise followers that feminists may attack them or male opponents, but they were not to strike back but follow the Gandhi principle of nonviolence. Wow, nonviolence, that's really something coming from someone that says that rape should be okay on private property, because rape is violence. That is the initiation of a violent act against someone else. You are committing theft. Theft of the security of their being, their person, theft of their innocence, theft of their virginity if they happen to be such. That is a violent act of theft. And Gandhi principle of nonviolence? Dude, seriously? Apparently, he graduated from the University of Maryland. Why does that not surprise me? With a degree in microbiology, and soon after started a local blog called the DC Bachelor. Yeah, DC, from the cesspool. No wonder. And microbiology, is that because you need a microscope to see this sounds like a small penis syndrome thing to me. Wow. This guy is just a real piece of work. I would almost dress up as a guy just to go and see one of his things, just to give him shit during it. You know, heckle him a little bit. It would be worth going to jail over, you know? Just to heckle his sorry ass. What a piece of crap. Dude. I'm so glad I don't live anywhere near you. Because most definitely we would play some football, as in foot meatballs, if you have any. Mr. Hide Behind Mommy's Skirt. Wow. Oh, well. Let me see. Where else? I have something in my pocket I wanted to get to here as well. What was it? Here we go. One more quickie. I'll give you a quickie before I leave, because I need to get out of the road. Is Atrax going to be on tonight? Does anybody know? I haven't heard from him. If he's going to be on. I don't love assholes. No, I don't. Assholes are useful because they dispense shit, but other than that, I don't love them. No. No, you can't do without an asshole because, once the asshole quits, then Leader Dislock. Hello, Leader Dislock. And how are you? Yes, we need assholes, but no, Atrax is out of the FEMA camp. Okay, well, if he's on, he'll be on directly after me. If he's not on, then you have an hour of free time where you can go and find yourself something to eat or watch those videos on that link that I shared or what have you. But to round things up real quickly, apparently on investmentwatchblog.com, there's a Georgia mayor who was arrested for impersonating a police officer while smoking weed. Investigators interviewed several individuals who reported that an individual known to them as John Dobson, the town's appointed mayor, can be observed daily operating a marked and equipped Jacksonville, Georgia patrol car. Investigators obtained at least 3 statements from individuals who reported witnessing Dobson operating the patrol vehicle on highways with its blue lights activated. One local resident provided a statement recounting an incident in which Dobson followed her in the marked patrol car and activated its blue lights in order to effect a traffic stop. Another statement recounted a citizen witnessing Dobson pursuing a vehicle on U.S. Highway 441 with the blue lights fully activated. Apparently, there is a link to read more of it. It's too damn bad that the U.S. highway isn't 420. That would be really appropriate for this story. Oh well, I'll go ahead and share this. I knew I wanted to get that one, seeing as how it was a Freaker Friday. I am going to be, yes, I know, sweetie. I know. I am going to be getting out of here. Be sure to stick around because Freaker's Ball is on in about an hour with Grimner and Moose Girl, and hopefully Solomon will be calling in. I will be actually trying to stay up for it tonight because I got a little bit extra sleep a couple of days this week. Snowed in and all. Also, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on World Truth Radio and RLM Channel 3 is Kira with the bridge, or On the Bridge with Kira. Excuse me. And then on, and tomorrow evening will be Bo Diddy with his Bodacious Tunage here on World Truth Radio, so come and check that stuff out. Then on Sunday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Central Time, because that's when I hear you, sweetheart, or no, 12 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, that's how that works. 12 o'clock Eastern. And 11 o'clock Central Time is Grimner with the Blues that will lead you into Hal Anthony and opening up a can of whoop ass on you behind the woodshed. So this weekend there's all kinds of fun and entertaining and educational things going on the RLM and World Truth Radio. I will be back next week, Wackadoodle Wednesday, with another edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair. But until